Today, you're invited to join the debate over a future of the interstate bridge.
Officials are weighing the options when it comes to creating a new crossing between Oregon and Washington State. Our Cor Harlan is live near the current I-5 bridge, the interstate bridge, with what's being planned for today. Cor?
Well, they have a tour, Ken and Jenny, something called the Joint Legislative Action Committee that's made up of lawmakers from both Oregon and Washington. Will meet at Vancouver City Hall this morning at about 10 o'clock. They will take a tour of the bridge and then hold a public hearing a little bit later on this afternoon. I'll get to more of that in just a minute. This bridge replacement, I-5 bridge between Oregon and Washington here, reminds me a lot of a story that Oregon Senator Jeff Merkley told when that was in the days before talking about the old Selwood Bridge. Merkley said at the time, the only thing I worry about when I get on the Selwood Bridge is getting to the other side of it. Same sentiment holds for the I-5 bridge here as well. Oregon Senate President Peter Courtney this past summer really described this bridge in terms that he sort of described as alarmingly old, out of date, in need of replacement. These bridge spans were built in both about 100. One span was built about 102 years ago. Another one was replaced in the 1950s. By just about anybody's estimate, these bridge spans are outdated. They are functionally obsolete according to a lot of transportation planners, and they are in need of replacing by a lot of people's accounts here. That's not just me saying that. A lot of people have said that. How to replace it has been a different discussion. What to put on a new bridge has been a different discussion. Last time in 2013, when this original Columbia River crossing project fell apart, it fell apart because a lot of people did not want Vancouver connected with Portland's light rail system that was proposed to be part of the new bridge as well. These are discussions and debates, and there was also the bit about tolling as well. A lot of places around the country now have tolls, ladies and gentlemen, and the Portland area has been pretty lucky to avoid them. Will that be the same going forward? This bridge replacement is still anyone's guess, but those are the issues that are in front of people who want to build a new bridge this time around. Here it was a $3 billion project last time. Washington's legislature, Jenny and Ken, has allocated $35 million to replacing the bridge. That's $17.5 million for a project office and $17.5 million for planning and pre-design. Here's the full screen on the meeting this afternoon. It's a public hearing. It'll start at about 1:45 at Vancouver City Hall. It'll go till 3:30. There will be some time there for public comment, and you will be, if you go, in the face of lawmakers from both Oregon and Washington, as maybe we begin to take another run at replacing a bridge that a lot of people agree needs to be replaced. But again, the devil is in the details here. How to replace it, what to put on it, to toll it or not to toll it. Those are where the difficulties come in as far as replacing the aging I-5 bridge come into play. Jenny and Ken?
Yes, and also the big question, how much will it cost?
Yeah, a never-ending debate. All
Yeah.
right, well,